Hello guys, welcome back to literature class. This is Abhilasha Yadav. Guys, today I am going to discuss the two literary terms, very important literary terms, affective fallacy and intentional fallacy. These terms are often asked in the NET exam. These are very important for the point of view of NET exam, or you can say SET exams. So, what is this affective fallacy? What is this intentional fallacy? Who coined these terms and in which year? And what is the important thing in these two terms? We shall discuss all these things in this video. So, without doing a further delay, let's get started the video. Guys, this affective fallacy is given by William K. Wimsatt and Munro C. Bardsley. These were two literary scholars. Actually, these two literary scholars found fallacies in literary criticism. These literary fallacies were based on writers' intention and also readers' responses. So, what is this affective fallacy? We are going to discuss first affective fallacy that was given by William K. Wimsatt and Munro C. Bardsley in 1946 in an essay. What is this affective fallacy? He says, both these writers says that the error of evaluating a poem by its effects, or you can say especially its emotional effects upon the reader, or any misconcept, any mistaken idea which arises from judging a poem by the emotional effect that produces in reader's mind. They mean to say that when we read a literary text, when we read a poem, especially they are talking about the poems. When we read a poem and we misunderstood the poem, we interpret some other sense of the poem which the writer actually doesn't want to say. We interpret some other meaning of a literary poem. So the error, or you can say that misconception, that mistaken idea which is occurred in the reader's mind is called affective fallacy. Okay. Again, what is affective fallacy? A misconception or an error which is done while evaluating a poem. While evaluating a poem by the emotional effects of the readers. Okay, guys, this concept is given by William K. Wimsatt and Munro C. Bardsley. I.A. Richards, who is the proponent of new criticism. I.A. Richards is a literary critic. He wrote a work, Principle of Literary Criticism, in 1923. In that literary work, he says, a poem can be measured, the value of a poem can be measured by the psychological responses it incites in its readers. He also says that the value of a poem, the value of a text can be measured by the psychological responses. Whose psychological responses? Reader's psychological responses. Means he want to say that the response, the psychological response of a reader is actually the meaning of the text. Okay. So, next is intentional fallacy. What is this intentional fallacy? This term is also given by William K. Wimsatt and Munro C. Bardsley, and both terms are modern terms. Okay, this intentional fallacy signifies you can say the error of interpreting and evaluating a literary work by reference to evidence which is outside the text, or you can say the problems that are lies in trying to judge a work of art by assuming the intention or the purpose of an artist. Meaning is that intentional fallacy intentional is made from intention. When a literary critic tries to find out the reviews of a literary text, the evidences from the readers, okay, he tries to find out the intention, the purpose of writing the literary text. He especially interferes the personal life of a writer. That is called intentional fallacy. An error to interpret or you can say evaluate a literary work by the references, by the reviews which is given by the readers. Means he tries to find out the personal life, the intention, the purpose, why the writer is writing this literary text. Munro C. Bardsley and William K. Wimsatt they says that we should not try to find out the personal life, or you can say the purpose of writing literary text, the intention of writing literary text of writer. We should only focus on the text, we should only focus on the language, we should only focus on the sense, on the meaning of any literary text. Both terms are related to new criticism. New criticism focuses on text, and these two terms are also focuses on text. Okay, so Wimsatt and Munro C. Bardsley has given this intentional fallacy. They coined this term in 1949, and in the work The Intentional Fallacy, which was published in 1946 this was the essay series. This was a series of essays. Later Bardsley has reprinted this essay series into a book that is called The Verbal Icon. The Verbal Icon, which was published in 1954, and the subtitle of this work is Study in the Meaning of Poetry. Clear? So this was intentional fallacy and affective fallacy. Both terms are related to text, and these both terms are coined by William K. Wimsatt and Munro C. Bardsley in 1949, and both terms are related to 20th century, modern age, and these terms, one that is affective fallacy focuses on the error of evaluating a poem, and intentional fallacy focuses on the error of evaluating a literary text according to the error of evaluating a literary work by finding the references, by finding the reviews, or by finding the purposes or intention of a writer who creates that literary work. Okay guys, I think both terms would be clear to you. Next, I will discuss the pathetic fallacy in the next video. So, that's it for today. I'll meet you soon with a new video. Till then, keep studying and have fun with literature. Thank you.